Thanks to our sponsors of today, Fiverr. More about them later in the video. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm reacting to Jaded by Spiritbox. I have heard a couple of songs from them, maybe like 2 or something, but that's not a band I'm very familiar with. Although what I've heard from them I really liked, so I'm super curious to hear their new song. I think it was released 3 weeks ago or something like that. Let's just get going.
I feel alone in my body. I feel a silence underneath. In these valleys of blood, in these rivers of rust. Shoulder all the blame again. Maybe locked into the end. It was fine and rough. I was never enough. But what if I was?
Holy shit, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I want to comment on like some stuff that I'm hearing. For this, since it's not a live performance, commenting on the performance sounds almost redundant, if that makes sense, because they have as many takes as they want to get the result that they want. So it's a very different art than live music. Although, like, some things that I'm like just noticing is it feels to me like she was recorded like very, very close. Like you hear all of the kind of details of her like diction, and there's also like a lot of processing on her voice to make it sound big. I'm wondering actually if they have like if they're multi-tracking the lead vocals. Let's just see. I don't think so. No, I don't think they are. Okay, so I think they do have only like one main vocal for this, at least. Maybe it will change in the next section. But yeah, so sounding very, very like modern, very kind of like crunchy sound. We hear like all of the details, and the sound is just feeling very huge to me. I think that's something that has appealed to me in their music. It's something that you either like or don't like, this very like modern, in-your-face type of sound. But yeah, so as it comes to the vocals, since I do a lot of vocal production, what I'm hearing is that this very like closed mic situation, and I really like this so far. Okay.
And I've always been ashamed that I wanna fall into a dream of my own. Desecrated, blood jaded. I've never found a way to be honest. All I know is a place where I hunt and memories faded.
Like if you're listening actually for this chorus, I do think that they have multi-track vocals, and they might be doubling the main vocal on like each side. So I'm hearing there might be 3 vocals or either 2. It's difficult to tell because it's so dense. There's so much stuff going on. I do think that there are also subtle harmonies on top, but I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to rewind a little bit. I'll never find a way. I think there's a line there that I'm hearing. Do you hear it? Yeah, so like I think that like when we're just like listening to music like casually, or if you're not really familiar with music production, And for me specifically, I know more about vocals than I do about the other elements of music, just because that's something that I do for clients. I record vocals, and my part of my work and job is to edit and also take care of the arrangements and production. And like sometimes like you end up recording a lot, like, okay, no, I'll put it this way instead. I think that there are way more layers of vocals for creating those like really wall of sound effects than we like give it credit for as like casual listeners. So I'm hearing that like there's probably, for this chorus so far, I'm thinking that there's probably one main vocal, two vocals that are singing exactly the same thing on each side. So that's already 3 tracks. And then I'm hearing there's at least like one line on top, but usually I say it's like separated, so there's like 2 vocal harmonies on top, and I can't really tell if she's also singing like an octave above her original line. So yeah, I'd have to listen actually. Let's see. I'm not sure I'm hearing it, but maybe there is. And then back to single vocal. That's an effect that creates a lot of dynamic in a song, basically. And it like I feel that like as listeners we sort of, it's really like underrated how big of a difference it can make, even though you barely hear them sometimes. Sounds really good. Yeah. Oh, and she's screaming in the background. Did you hear that? There's screaming also. So there's another layer of scream. I don't know if it was there in the first chorus. Let's like just listen to it. Do you hear? Here. Yeah. Yeah. And like I think this part actually had probably more than one layer of screaming over here, because I'm hearing like them also on the side. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah. So it means they're probably doubled, actually, left, right. Back to one main voice. Helping create this big difference of ambience. Yeah, I think like here that's very interesting, since we're like on the production train. Like I think that there's, for some very short period of time, we're hearing sort of some of the main vocals, or like the main melody being sung on like each side, so there's nothing in the center, and those are 2 different takes, and then she comes in with like her vocalizing in the center, and it's a really cool effect actually. Let's rewind a little bit. You heard that? We still have the voices on the side. Yeah, very cool. That's an effect that I might actually reuse. I haven't done a lot of that, actually. Yeah. Cool. Before we get back to the video, I want to give a special shout out to our sponsors, Fiverr. Fiverr is the place to go for all your creative needs, whether it's logo design, audio production, or anything you can imagine, really. You can even find my own gig on Fiverr, where I offer vocal recording services. But that's not all. Fiverr is also home to tons of other talented professionals to help you with your creative projects. Don't forget to check out the link in the description, and maybe we'll even collaborate on your next project. Now, back to the video. Yeah, actually, like, I think this sounds really, really cool. This is consistent with the music I've heard from them before, and this will definitely go into my personal playlist. I've not been a big fan of screaming in general, but I think that there's specific artists, and Spiritbox is included in this, where the screaming sort of feels like it serves the music and is kind of enjoyable to me. So this will go in my playlist. I really like this. I'm trying to, analyze how they've done it and how they like have layered things, because really that's what is interesting about production, about music recording, is all the like layers that we can add, and like we can be very, very creative with how sounds are. And when you have all the time in the world, you've got like a canvas you can fill, and you can create those really large dynamics, which I think they're very, very good at. And also I want to say, I don't really like, I'm not a guitar player by any means. I don't know a lot about guitar sounds, but for some reason, I'm just gonna say it, I really like how their guitars sound. They're like very crunchy, like very like, I don't know, very like clean in some sense, with the distortion, which maybe like it makes sense to me. Okay, I hope it makes sense to you. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you want to hear more stuff like that, or you have suggestions for what other songs you'd like me to react to, please let me know in the comments down below. I take note of them. I have a private playlist that I add suggestions to, so eventually I might get to them. If you're interested in listening to the music that I make, I will leave a link to my music-only channel down below, so you can go and check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next one. Bye!